Hey, what's up guys, it's Alex Lasalado for another happy wrenching evening. Listen, I just want to do a quick video. I'm doing a Ford Transit job, a brake job in the front. I've done a video already for the brake job in the back. I just want to give you a quick heads up how to remove the rotor, because that's pretty much the only complication in this job. I have the thought of it now. Anyways, first things first, take out the caliper. If you can't get the caliper off the car, don't attempt this job yourself. Bring it to somebody who knows what he's doing. So you take out the rotor with the bearing. This is how these go. I have one split up over there. This one I didn't split yet. So when this is usually installed on the car, in these holes here, in these cavities, these ones right here, you have a T50. I don't know if this one's in there. So you have T50 bolts that protrude out of the bearing. You got 5 of them, and they're bolted right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you get the caliper removed, you got to get your long T50, go through that inside that hole with a long T50 and a gun. So usually you're gonna have a 3/8 sockets T50 long. Put an adapter with the 1/2-inch socket gun and blast those off. Usually they're not that tight, so they usually come out pretty easily. Then you give it a couple of pounding with the heavy hammer. I got my other snap-on hammer hanging out over there. So you pound that one from the back. Boom, boom, boom. Get the hose if the air hose is in the way, because when this drops, if it drops on your air hose, it's gonna make a nice gash in it. So you give it a few whacks here in the back of the rotor. Get that bearing and rotor assembly off the car. Once you get the bearing and rotary assembly off the car, you have 5 13mm bolts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to take those off. Once you get those off, basically this is what's left. You get your bearing. The bearing is attached to the rotor like this. You got them, if you can see here, 13mm right here through the hole. It's gonna come and bolt right in here in the rotor. So you get those 5 bolts out. Once the bolts are out, usually I just lift it a bit like that, give it a few taps with the hammer on the rotor, and it'll just split like this. Rotor's gonna fall, bearing's gonna stay in your hands. Then you get to replace the rotor. You should clean this area here with the wire brush. You clean this area here with the wire brush. Always be careful to the ABS sensor. If you hit the ABS sensor with the wire brush, it's probably gonna cost you an ABS sensor. So just be careful, grease it all up for next time. And clean the bracket, grease the bracket, put a bit of anti-seize, some lube in the sliders, and you're good to go. That's how you do the brake job on the Ford Transits. Happy wrenching, boys. Always a pleasure.